Coming up, the Winter Olympic Games are finally underway, although some still are questioning last-minute preparations. Find out more later in the update. Also, restaurant food chain Subway is removing a controversial chemical from their breads, and Sony plans to cut 5,000 jobs due to financial problems. Stay tuned for more on your Friday News Update. Happy Friday, Valpo. Thanks for joining us here on Channel 82. I'm Teddy Reithmeier. And the day is finally here. The Winter Olympic Games have started in Sochi. But there are still questions about security, unfinished hotels, and last-minute preparations, leaving many wondering what's going to happen next.
Ready or not, here they come. U.S. athletes arrive ready for Sochi, but the question is Sochi ready for them?
I think that really our job here is to just focus on what we can control and what we can do, and that's how we're going to perform at our first Olympics.
Russia's performance as a host country is on the line. Its original estimated cost of the Games was $12 billion. Now it's more than $50 billion, the most expensive Olympics ever.
When you start to think about hotels and all of the infrastructure that goes with it, roads, sewer, water, electricity.
Images this week showed some of the 40,000 new hotel rooms less than ready. Questions came even as the head of the Games promised Sochi will be the safest place on Earth during the Olympics.
Here in the Athlete Village, there's a lot of security, and they're taking a lot of security measures to make sure we're safe up here.
I think it will be as safe as you can make any large public event. In a place where obviously we all know there have been some threats of late.
The latest indication of that, Wednesday, the U.S. warned airlines flying directly to Russia to be aware explosives could be taken on planes in toothpaste containers.
And I do think this is the one area where the Russians have really cooperated with our intelligence community to try to disrupt an active plot that's ongoing to disrupt the Olympics.
A law enforcement official says the threat concern is specific to the start of the Games, with opening ceremonies now just hours away. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
A controversial chemical has been found in Subway breads. The chemical azodicarbonamide is used to strengthen bread dough. It has also been found in yoga mats as well as shoe soles. Subway states that it's in the process of removing the chemical as part of its bread improvement efforts. Grocery store breads and other restaurant breads contain the same chemical. It is approved for use by the USDA and FDA. Sony is making some changes in hopes of turning around the financial situation. The company announced that it plans to sell its Veo PC unit to a private equity group. They also plan to cut 5,000 jobs and spin off its TV division. The reason for their motives comes from an expected $1 billion loss for this fiscal year, which ends March 31st. Sony has experienced poor sales in electronics, PC, and TV businesses due to global competition. A group of Colorado students and parents rallied after a high school decided to ban America Monday during Spirit Week. The school's administrators felt that the slang term America was negative and unpatriotic. Nick McGurk explains why the supporters say that just isn't the case.
I think that we should be able to do America Monday.
I'm just supporting America.
Woo!
If this were a story about one letter.
Hey, thank you for being here, guys.
One letter of one word.
America.
I'm out here to support these kids.
You'd think we could come to some kind of agreement.
I feel like both sides of the spectrum are just sort of blowing it out of proportion.
We're going to do your America Monday.
America Monday is the reason folks waved flags in front of Fort Collins High School.
And when they couldn't celebrate America, we were just kind of blown away.
The school told students America Monday just wouldn't do after the student council proposed that day for its Spirit Week.
There were some students that wanted to have America Day and it wasn't being allowed.
People try to be politically correct and maybe taking it too far, but at this point I feel like we should just drop it and back away.
The schools seemed to agree, sending out a statement on Tuesday that will allow America Day, though not America Day. Still, it's clear this debate isn't about just one letter.
We wanted to come and support them because we believe in our country and everybody that's worn a uniform ever.
Monday morning at 7 o'clock.
More than a letter, more than this group.
Spontaneously honk their horn.
The horns and flags and the whole controversy shows it's less about a letter than a belief.
I'm just supporting the country today.
One you can bet will show up again on America Monday.
Lastly, former American Idol star Clay Aiken is putting singing to the side and looking into a new career choice, a congressman. He kicked off his bid for Congress with a video on his website, clayaiken.com. Aiken is running as a Democrat in North Carolina's 2nd congressional seat. He hopes to take on Congresswoman Renee Elmers, a 2-term Republican, if he wins the Democratic primary. Aiken shot to fame in 2003 as a Season 2 runner-up on American Idol and has since released 6 albums. And that about wraps up your Friday news update. To get all your news, weather, and sports, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at ValpoVUTV. I'm Teddy Reithmeier, and enjoy the Winter Olympic Games and have a great weekend.